The concept of a Satanic New World Order has been a topic of discussion and speculation for many years, with some believing it to be a real entity that seeks to control and manipulate individuals and societies. One of the ways this alleged group is said to be attempting to exert control is through the narrative of global warming. According to this theory, the Satanic New World Order is using the threat of climate change to instill fear and obedience in the global population, with the ultimate goal of establishing a totalitarian regime. Proponents of this idea argue that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming as a Trojan horse to gain control over individuals, governments, and economies. By creating a sense of urgency and panic around the issue of climate change, this group is said to be manipulating people into accepting draconian measures and restrictions on their freedoms. For example, the push for renewable energy sources and reduced carbon emissions is seen as a means to control the flow of resources, dictate economic policies, and restrict individual choices. One of the key strategies allegedly employed by the Satanic New World Order is the use of propaganda and manipulation of scientific data. By exaggerating the severity of climate change and fabricating evidence to support their claims, this group is said to be creating a false narrative that is designed to deceive and intimidate the public. The media is also seen as a willing participant in this deception, as it propagates the message of impending doom and destruction, thereby reinforcing the notion that drastic action is necessary to mitigate the effects of climate change. Another way the Satanic New World Order is said to be using global warming to control the population is through the implementation of policies and regulations that restrict individual freedoms. For instance, the push for carbon credits and cap-and-trade systems is seen as a means to control the flow of resources and dictate economic policies. The introduction of smart grids and sustainable development initiatives is also viewed as a way to monitor and regulate individual behavior, with the ultimate goal of creating a surveillance state. Furthermore, the Satanic New World Order is said to be using global warming as a pretext to promote a one-world government and a new world order. By creating a global crisis that requires a unified response, this group is allegedly seeking to dissolve national borders and sovereignty and establish a centralized authority that can dictate policies and regulations to all countries. The creation of international agreements and treaties, such as the Paris Agreement, is seen as a step towards this goal, as it establishes a framework for global cooperation and governance on the issue of climate change. The alleged connection between the Satanic New World Order and global warming is also tied to the idea of population control. Some believe that the ultimate goal of this group is to reduce the global population, as it is seen as a threat to the establishment of the totalitarian regime. By promoting policies that restrict energy consumption, limit economic growth, and reduce living standards, the Satanic New World Order is said to be seeking to create a scenario in which the population is forced to shrink, either through reduced birth rates or increased mortality rates. In conclusion, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming to control the population is a complex and multifaceted one. While it is difficult to separate fact from fiction, it is clear that the narrative of climate change has become a powerful tool for manipulating public opinion and shaping policy agendas. Whether or not one believes in the existence of a Satanic New World Order, it is undeniable that the issue of global warming has become a catalyst for significant changes in the way we live, work, and interact with one another. As such, it is essential to approach this topic with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing both the legitimate concerns surrounding climate change and the potential for manipulation and deception.